Welcome back to the Shabby Chic Vintage Chicks. Today we're going to be working on a watercolor Christmas card, and it's got these beautiful baubles on it that just shimmer and shine. So we're going to do this with a toilet paper roll. So we've taken some watercolor and we've gone around the rim of the toilet paper roll. Now you can see here I'm having to reapply it, and that's because I didn't have quite enough on there, and the toilet paper roll absorbs the moisture. So you want to make sure you've got a good amount on there. So you're going to press it down and kind of turn it a bit and then press it down again. And then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to apply a pretty aqua blue on the other side. And again, I'm going to make sure I have a really liberal amount on there. And we're going to do the same thing, just slightly staggering them. So we're going to press it down and kind of turn it a bit, press it down again, turn it. Perfect. Now you can see that that is not a perfect circle, and it's okay. It's going to be perfectly fine. This is going to be like a loosey-goosey watercolor. It is going to be very gorgeous, very shimmery, very shining, and it's just whimsical and fun. I think you're really going to love it. Now, just to show you that if you don't want to use a cardboard, toilet paper roll, you can use a plastic lid or a glass lid. You could use a little shot glass, a little medicine cup. This happens to be the lid off of my toothpicks. And I'm just going to apply a little color around the edges. And then I'm going to zoom you in close here so that you can see that one slid a little bit, but that's still okay. Just pressing it down, turning it a bit, and there we go. So I'm going to take that same color that I used for on the ridge, and I'm going to start filling it in. So I like to start with a swoop that's quite wide on the left side, just a little more narrow on the right. I'm going to have it that there is a reflection of the light hitting on the right-hand side, and the left side will be shaded. So we're going to go a little darker with the paint on one side, and we're going to try and leave a light spot on the right-hand side. So you can see there, I'm leaving a white spot. I'm filling in the rest. Now these are just on cardstock cards. They're blank cards from Amazon. They're not watercolor paper. They're just regular cardstock. And as long as you're not applying too much water, it does work out very nicely. So there is my blue. Now we'll do the purple as well. The only thing I find that with the cardstock, you can see how I'm going around the edge, and it's not really lifting up that outside edge of color, and that's because it's in cardstock and it absorbs in the paper more than I think it does with the watercolor. But it's still going to be gorgeous. So we're going to dry that up quickly, and then we're going to go back over the left-hand side again, and we're going to add some more darkness of paint. So basically it's the same paint. It's just because we're putting on a second coat, it's really darkening it up. Exact same color, just a second coat. There we go. And then again, we're going to dry this up really well. And now I'm going in, it's on my same palette. So one side of my watercolor palette is my regular colors. And then on the other side, I have all kinds of metallic colors and a few neons. So right now what I'm doing is I'm going in with the matching color, but in metallic. So it's kind of sheer and shimmery. It's very, very pretty. So I'm just going to do a layer of that on top. I wish the camera would pick up how shiny that is. You can see a little bit of it there, but so see how I accidentally kind of went over my white spot there? I realized that it's so sheer that it actually looks really pretty even if you go over that white spot. So I'm going back and I'm playing with it a little more, but you can see that I end up going over the whole, there it is right there, over the whole bauble with this, because you can still see my light spot underneath through this sheer shimmer. Now, after that is completely dry, like I got up, walked away, went and made a tea, talked to the family, and then came back. When it is bone dry, you're going to want to come back and do this next step. I'm taking a metallic gold marker and I'm going around the edges. And I'm not doing a precise circle. If I wanted it to be exact, I would grab something and trace it. But I want it to be kind of loosey-goosey like a doodle. Now you can't see it right now. It kind of looks like it's just a yellow marker, but you'll see after. It is a very metallic marker. This one I believe is an oil paint marker, but I think there's some acrylic ones as well. And then I'm going to go up above and I'm going to kind of make my little top of my ornament. So it's basically like a little rectangle on top. And then we're going to do a little hoop. And then we'll put the twine or the gold thread that our baubles would be hanging from. Okay, now this is gorgeous already, but let's kick it up a notch and grab the embossing ink and a stamp. Press that down really well. And then we're going to grab our embossing powder. Now this is gold, but when you're first putting it out, it kind of looks like it's a bronze. We're going to shake that off onto another piece of cardstock because we don't want to waste that. Can you read what it says? Make the season sparkle. And although this is metallic-y and gorgeous already, it made me think, yeah, we're gonna make this sparkle. So let's take it up close and you can see as it heats up, it melts all those little, I don't know what you call them, the powder anyways, and it turns it into a very, very high gloss. Oh, it's gorgeous already. But like I said, let's make it sparkle some more. So now I'm going to lie it out and I'm going to grab my E8000. I'm going to do just above my light area on the bauble. I'm doing a little line of glue and I'm going to grab my Totally Dazzled rhinestone picker pen and I'm going to apply my rhinestones. It's got a wax tip. So when you put your rhinestones on this little dish and you give it a shake, the rhinestone side goes up and the flat side goes down. And then your picker pen, you just kind of lightly tap it with that wax tip. And then you can just set it into the glue. Now, I've bought ones from Amazon before. And you've probably heard me in other videos say this. They didn't last. These ones have lasted so well. Now, the lighting, unfortunately, my light slid, I guess, during this or something. I don't know. So it's a little washed out, but if you just give me a minute, I will show you in good lighting again how gorgeous this is. There it is. Oh my gosh, it's so stunning. Can you see that shimmer all over the place? Oh, it's so bright. I hope you enjoyed this. Please hit that subscribe button and I'll see you again soon.